Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha with Ice Cream Fitness here. Today I want to talk to you guys about a topic I see raised all the time in my comments. I see it raised on forums. I see doctors and healthcare professionals discussing, and I think this needs to be addressed. But hold on, let me give you guys a bicep shot first. Okay, it is well known that a lot of us in the training world, whether it's powerlifting, bodybuilding, strength sports, whatever we happen to do, who consume and advocate for certain instances benefits to consuming protein much higher than what we know has been proven to be optimal for muscle gain, because there are other benefits to consuming large amounts of protein, which I've discussed ad nauseum. Now, people still want to raise the point, and I've had people who are medical students or doctors even comment in my video comments, the amount of protein I eat is going to destroy my liver or my kidneys, when I was eating 500 grams a day for a little while, which I'm not currently doing. I'm eating about 200, maybe as much as 250 some days, and I'm actually eating primarily carbs at the moment. But they raise these points, and the thing is, this whole discussion of protein intake damaging liver or kidneys is, how do I put this? This is not proven science. This is hypothetical metabolic pathways and hypothetical biochemistry that has never really panned out and been proven to be real problems in the real world for healthy individuals. Now, if you have sclerosis of the liver because you've been an alcoholic for the past 5 years, or you are missing a kidney, there is data to suggest that ultra-high protein intakes or even healthy protein intakes may be a problem for that person, but that needs to be assessed for the individual by a qualified dietitian. That's not a doctor's job to really determine that for them at this point. They need to work with a dietitian and figure out what's going on with their medical condition. But in healthy people, it has simply never been proven. And that's the problem when you try to take hypothetical situations in the body that maybe work through one biochemistry pathway and apply it to the real world without proving it first, is that 99% of the time, these sort of things turn out to not actually have the effect that we think they will in a complex human organism when we only look at a single variable or a single biochemistry pathway. You can't draw those type of conclusions. And on this, there is just no data to support it. Just like I can present to you a biochemistry pathway by which excess dietary protein or even branched chain amino acids could convert to significant amounts of body fat. And it would look very good on paper, but in the real world, we very, very rarely see this happen. And generally, higher protein intakes, particularly without a change in total caloric intake, usually result in better body composition and less body fat, and oftentimes lower body weight. So the real world doesn't match something that we can show as a possible metabolic pathway in the body by which this could occur. It turns out in the real world it's rare, and oftentimes we see the opposite. And the data generally supports that the opposite is actually what happens in the real world due to other variables which are not being looked at when you look at just that one variable and pathway. And that's the problem we run into. There's just no data to support this idea. And in all honesty, even if you were to take bodybuilders and people who are consuming huge amounts, other factors in their lifestyle, particularly their heavy drug use, is a much larger risk to their liver, their kidneys, and their protein intake. So it just seems interesting to me that people really and truly want to harp upon the dangers of high protein intake for healthy individuals who are focused on a fit and healthy lifestyle, when fucking alcohol is illegal, and alcohol destroys people's livers every single day. We have an obesity epidemic. You can walk down into any McDonald's at the corner and look, and you'll see children and obese adults eating a Biggie fries with a Biggie Big Mac and a supersized soda. And people really want to harp on the health risks of eating too much protein when there's no actual data supporting the risks. So I really have to wonder if some of these people have this ass backwards and they're focusing on the wrong things here. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. So I hope it's been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.